E aí, rapaziada? Bora, pessoal! Vamos que vamos? Essa live não pode ser muito longa, tá, povo? Já avisando os senhores. Vamos iniciar games aqui. Vou abrir aqui o Alan Wake. Ué, não tá capturando o jogo? Ouch. Na captura de tela, então. Então tá, pessoal. Aqui não tava na live agora há pouco. Vou rodar em Quad HD nativo. Eu desligo. Textura eu deixo tudo no Ultra, né? Como tendência de VRAM, médio, alto. Isso aqui é meio pesadinho, deixo no baixo, médio, alto, alto. Isso aqui eu desligo. Isso aqui talvez eu desligue, dependendo da parte, alto, baixo, latência desligado. Ah, isso aqui também é latência, né? Bom, deixa desligado. Novo jogo. Difícil, tá? Porque o pesadelo não tá liberado. Isso aí, vamos que vamos.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Agora tá um pouquinho alto, né? Show de bola. Por enquanto não dá pra correr, né? Pra quem tá ligado no game.
Where'd he gone?
Tá, ele veio muito cagaço assim, pô. E morreu games. Lá vamos nós.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive
Mano,
in town.
Quadhd HD nativo, pai.
Feels like the killer's leaving
É
us a
outra
message.
coisa, meu querido.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are, Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Deu erro. Achou. Vamos abrir de novo. E lá vamos nós.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out.
You're the one who wanted to switch, Thornton. Hey, over here. Hey there. Right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene.
E essa daqui, rapaziada.
He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
E Miguel, salve.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off.
Vamos lá, pessoal. O mês que vem trazer o finalmente o Metal Gear 3. Não o Delta, né? O Delta é só em agosto. Bola.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far.
Nome, seu nome, salve.
I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case.
É a cortina?
Using each
É a cozinha.
as a model in my head.
Pistas.
The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in
Mas tava
charge?
quantos graus aí, ô Miguel? Aqui tava 5 hoje.
You're a
4, 5 graus de manhã.
detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson. Fucking nature. There's too much sky.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here.
Ah, não, 14 aqui é suave.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
Ah, 14 aqui no sul é tranquilo.
Next coffee's on me.
Here together at the murder site.
Try explaining it one more time.
How much clearer can I make it?
Só quando tá em casa com a patroa.
I think I saw something. It'll only
see.
take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Rapaz, ô, mano, no quadro é nativo, pai.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Não dá pra olhar a mesa ainda?
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Terror barra investigação.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Incise stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Acabou? Tem mais de algo?
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Was he killed here, or brought here after? For display. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Pegadas.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Acabou o papinho?
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it. I had to review the clues. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling.
E vamos que vamos.
Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly noon. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. There's a piece of paper on the ground.
I didn't know.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
Tô de boa, rapaziada.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school.
Quem será, né?
Stretched out and
Quem
edits
será
added.
games?
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
É isso aí.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Tem mais?
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires?
FBI
Are we
Games.
characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who.
You made it
Don't
back.
let it drag
Good.
you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh?
Só um minutinho, pessoal. Tem uma dúvida aqui. Ah, você também faz parte do Ray Trace. Tá.
Just like I said.
Ah, tá. Essa é a dúvida. Vocês viram, ele ter sido foi pra 8 FPS.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks.
Cool.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Birders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they've seen much stuff of this person.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
E vamos, rapaziada.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out.
Ah, pensei que tinha bugado o áudio, hein?
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
É, rapaziada, a parte mais pesa, pessoal, é a parte da floresta lá no... com a saga. A noite na floresta, a parte que mais pesa. Rodou ali, roda em qualquer parte. E aí, salve!
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had any...
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions.
Esses dois que estavam na hora que mataram o agente, né, pessoal? Pra quem não se lembra.
What were you doing at Quadhd late last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My
Achado nem é roubado.
this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Quadhd Lake. Why?
Da Investigação Games.
To hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth. We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back.
Deveria ser bem a garçonete, hein?
Awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
Sim, Fernando.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
Pode deixar o like, hein, povo.
If you say so.
Bola. Tá, aí a webcam não atrapalha. Eu quero saber. A chave. A pobre coitada não aguenta mais tocar a mesma música tantas e tantas vezes.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
Não tem o mapa daqui?
Hey, Agent Anderson. We're just waiting for Sheriff Breaker before we head in.
Hey, thanks for all the nice weather.
What are you talking about, Thornton?
You know, like, it was raining a lot. And now it's not, because Agent Anderson is here with all that good weather she brought with her.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
This is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Agent? Primeiro vamos coletar itens.
As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You've only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem.
Aqui ainda não. Ih, rapaz, alguém roubando papel higiênico?
They locked up an innocent man. I swear I didn't do anything. They're a lying bunch of bastards.
É por causa que tem um monte de coisa aberta, ô Mac. Mas aqui é pra estar uns 10. Ou só o jogo aberto, uns 10. 10, 9. E não tem lanterna ainda?
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
Ah, tá no L3. E o L3 era corrida, né? Bora, pai.
I need bolt cutters.
Eu passei pelo mapa, hein? Já testei aqui, o Mac, para rodar abaixo de 8, tem que deixar no baixo as texturas. Aqui eu deixei no Ultra. No baixo ou talvez o médio.
I can't force it open. Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal
Já olha o corpo, já olha o corpo.
Can't be opened on this side. What was the cause of death? What other body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem? It doesn't add up. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his tree. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. I need to know more about the code of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Capaz.
Doesn't make sense. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message? Yes.
E lá vamos nós.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Tô no games, hein?
No, wait.
Ih, rapaz, sumiu.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
Ih, rapaz, e agora? E agora, games?
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go.
Não é só atirar? Não entendi.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall.
Caramba, é rapidinho, hein, pai?
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Ah, sim, pegou na cara. Tá.
Vanished.
Fim do capítulo Games.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap.
Olha, não ser a Netflix que faça?
A ritual.
Pode dar mesmo, bom filme.
Stop the monster.
Aí vai ser o negão de saia.
Must be locked from the other side. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree
Não tem.
performing rituals to create
Essa aqui é a versão do papagaio, uma outra versão que eu baixei.
We need to start with learning this cult's
O perigo.
their purpose.
A primeira versão é que não tinha as RC, né? Essa aqui tem as RC.
I can't get through this.
Eu vi até o terceiro episódio, pessoal, do Teleste. Depois eu larguei de mão.
Can't be opened on this side.
Ué? Ano que vem mesmo, porque o Silent Hill e o Metal Gear vai fazer meu bolso ter hemorragia. E hemorragia pesada ainda. Ah, peraí. Ah, tem que vir pra cá, isso? Ah.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future.
Eu tenho que vir não tem de novo, né? Então. Vai ter que ser a versão papagaio. O Cronos também. Game Pass ou versão papagaio. Aqui de Game Firmino lá do Dark Pictures também. Vai ter que ser versão papagaio.
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
Think. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Eu tenho que ver mais gameplay, é muito cedo ainda. E nem eu vi o pessoal no começo da live outra live que eu tava jogando Torment Souls 2. É um jogo de cada vez, povo. Esse ano é o Silent Hill. Silent Hill, Metal Gear. E nem lá do ano do R4 Remake que foi lançado, um ano antes. Ó, pessoal, vamos jogar primeiro o Alan Wake, que lançou, acho que foi em dezembro, né? Alan Wake, o Callisto, o Dead Space. Depois a gente foca no R4.
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything?
Delícia, pai.
They're a fine pair.
Hello.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare.
Depois eu vou explorar a cidade.
Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
So what's good here? Any nice restaurants? I'm a bit of a foodie. Well, the restaurant.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Bah, rodou até numa RX 580. É bem otimizado. Eu achava que eu tinha lançado pra PS4, mas é só PS5.
I can't get through this.
Os Trailblazer vai ter de novo, povo. Pra quem quer baixar a versão papagaio,
Good to see you.
esquece. Aqui eu nem pode HD nativo, 90, 80 FPS. Tudo no máximo. Tranquilo.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. The same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Ok.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks.
Metal Gear, sim.
Let's start looking for Nightingale.
Depois do
where he
Alan
was
Wake
killed.
2. Uma coisa. Continuar.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer.
Ah, tá, beleza. Tranquilo. Então tá, pessoal. Deixar a live. Bati o cama. Pessoal, muito obrigado por vocês. Tá, próxima live, a princípio, hoje é quinta, amanhã à noite. Bom, não tiver amanhã, ontem, sábado vai ser difícil ter live, talvez domingo, no máximo segunda-feira. Pessoal, bati o cama e fui.